Hello and welcome. It is match day. My name is Charlene Smith and I am here to give you my thoughts before the game that is taking place today at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal versus Burnley. Now, we Arsenal fans are coming into this game absolutely buzzing and excited after that 2-0 win during the week in the Champions League against Seville. Managed to score two beautiful goals, keep a clean sheet, and it was actually a really good performance as well. It was such a great atmosphere in the Emirates Stadium. We had the light show before the game, and you know how us Arsenal fans are, loud, leery, getting behind the team, and it was full support all the way from the beginning right until that final whistle. Now today we have got a 3 p.m. kickoff against Burnley, and we do know that Burnley were promoted up to the Premier League and have been struggling to sort of find their feet, and they have had 9 defeats out of 11 games. So they're currently, as it stands, sitting in 19th place in the Premier League, where they've only managed to get 1 win and a draw. The rest of their fixtures have all been defeats. Now, if I'm completely honest, coming into a fixture like this with a newly promoted side that are struggling, I would be normally very fearful, because, you know, it's normally that these type of fixtures where you just kind of, I don't know, take a back seat a little bit, and the opposition is normally able to capitalize. You know, we know that has happened with Arsenal. However, I'm feeling quite confident going into this game. And I know you guys think, oh, Charlene is always confident. But today should be a good game and we should get 3 points. So, yeah, I'm not expecting anything less than that, really. Obviously, this is the last game before we go into the international break, and we have been faced with quite a few injuries, so it'd be nice to just get that little breather, a little bit of rest, a bit of time for the players to sort of recuperate and hopefully return back from injury before we crack back on. So we do know that Timber is out with a long-term injury, and I must say I am actually gutted. You know, he was looking like such an exciting player for us. So I am absolutely gutted, but I'm just, yeah, hoping he makes a well recovery. And, you know, we're looking forward to seeing what Timber does bring. We do know that Emile Smith-Rowe was also faced with an injury. Again, another player who I kind of feel a bit sorry for, because, you know, it's almost as if he's hit with an injury, he's out for a bit of time, then he's got to find his confidence, then he gets hit with an injury again, which is just such a shame. And we do know also that Thomas Partey is out, expected to probably be out for the remainder of 2023. Saka, to my understanding, he did actually miss a training session. I don't know where he's at now. We do know that in that Seville game, he did sort of come off the pitch in pain. So I'm hoping it's nothing, you know, too serious. And I'm hoping he just, you know, got a little knockabout and just needed a bit of a rest. However, you know, if he doesn't participate in today's game, I'm not highly concerned. Obviously, we do notice a huge difference when Saka is playing, but we have got Reiss Nelson, who is an amazing player, and you can see he's really passionate and he's really hungry to make things happen. So if Saka is unavailable today, then I'm not concerned. I feel quite confident that Reiss Nelson can step in and deliver to a good standard at that as well. Who else am I missing? Odegaard, we do know that he missed the previous game as well. Again, we have got other options, which is nice. So ideally it'd be good if Odegaard is back, but if he's not, you know, we have got other options available. And to my knowledge, I think that is it at the minute. Apologies if I have missed anyone out. Now, we do know as well that Mikel Arteta was the assistant at Man City when Vincent Kompany was a player there. So, you know, them two will have a bit of a relationship and a bit of understanding of each other. However, when we get out on that pitch today, there's no friendship or companionship. We're going to win. We're going to war. That is the vibe that we are on today. It's all about getting the results. And, you know, credit to Vincent Company for getting Burnley back up into the Premier League and everything that he's done with them. You know, he's doing an amazing job. I do know that one of their players has been ruled out with some mental health difficulties that he's been facing. So he has been ruled out, you know, wishing him a well recovery. You know, sometimes I guess we don't speak that much about mental health and stuff like that, but you know, it does have a major impact on your performance, your day-to-day life and everything. So hoping he does make a well recovery for them. Now, just going back to the game, like I said, Burnley have only managed to get one win, which was a 2-1 away win to Luton. And they did manage to get a 1-1 draw, which was away to Nottingham Forest. So the 4 points that they have managed to get so far this season in the Premier League have both been in away games. Let's hope they don't get any results in their away game today. And I want to touch a bit on Kai Havertz as well. We know it's been, you know, a bit of a tricky start for Kai, but I do really feel like in that game against Seville, I can see where his confidence has grown, and I'm so happy for him. And I hope that, you know, with this regular game time that Mikel Arteta is giving him, I am hoping that his confidence will continue to grow and we'll start to see more of what Kai Havertz is about and what he can bring to the team. And we did also hear in Mikel Arteta's press conference that Mikel is happy with what Kai Havertz is doing. So, you know, that's always a good sign when the manager is happy. And, you know, we are starting to see those improvements in Kai. And even when we was at the Emirates Stadium the other day for the Champions League game, the fans were really getting behind Kai and trying to support him. So let's just keep doing that. Let's keep supporting our players. And if we do see that they are lacking a bit of confidence, let's get behind them and support them. That is how we bring out the best in people. So a little message to the Arsenal fans. I know it's a bit divided of your preferences. And naturally, we all do have our preferences of who we prefer to play, in what positions, who should be starting, who we don't want to be starting. But let's, you know, make our points necessary, but also in a nice, kind way. Yeah, a little message from Shah. I'm just, you know, that's just the type of person I am. I do feel like it is important to get behind our players. And I do feel like it is very important in the way that we deliver our messages. You know, we've all got our preferences of our starting 11, and that is okay. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But yeah, I'm happy with Kai Havertz starting, and I feel like it really will boost his confidence. And I feel like we are going to get something good from him. But yeah, we persevere on. Now, I have actually got some stats to share with you guys also going into this fixture, Arsenal versus Burnley. So Arsenal have won just one of their last 5 games against Burnley, where Arsenal have drawn 3 and lost 1. Burnley are unbeaten in their last 2 away games against Arsenal, where they have won 1 and drawn 1, having lost 9 consecutive visits in all competitions between 1975 and 2019. Burnley have scored just 8 goals in their 16 Premier League meetings with Arsenal, and never more than once in a match. No side has ever faced an opponent more without scoring 2+ goals in the competition. So, you know, that just kind of tells you that Burnley are not that clinical and not really a high scoring team. Arsenal have lost and failed to score for the first time in the Premier League this season in the away game against Newcastle, managing just 1 shot on target for the whole game. However, Arsenal are unbeaten in their last 37 home league games against promoted sides, where Arsenal have won 32 and drawn 5. And I guess with that Newcastle game, that is just a game that we sort of want to put behind us now, you know, was just, yeah, so much happened in that game. So much came on the back end of that. So that's the game that we sort of want to just leave for now and just progress on. Each of Burnley's last 8 points in the Premier League have been won away from home. I did actually mention that, you know, the full 4 points that they have gathered so far this season have been in away games. And this stat is, you know, also saying that Burnley seem to be better in away games. However, they are winless in 7 games in London in the Premier League, where they have drawn 4 and lost 3 since a 2-0 win at Fulham in May 2021. Hopefully these stats do fill you guys with a bit more confidence that, you know, number one, Burnley ain't gonna be a high scoring team against us today, and number two, we should get 3 points. However, they do seem to be performing much better when they are away from home. My personal opinion, I don't feel threatened or intimidated by Burnley. Yes, they are, you know, sitting quite low in the table, and they are needing to string together some points and some results. But today you're coming to the Emirates, and I'm expecting a good, solid performance from the Arsenal team. I don't want the Arsenal team to go out there thinking, yeah, this one should be an easy ride, because we all know, you know, what can happen when you have that sort of mentality. I want us to go out there like we are playing against a big 6 side. Yeah. Treat the opposition in that way. Have that sort of mentality and that mindset, and really go out there and stay switched on. You know, if we can score lots of goals, even better. Yeah. Let's get that goal difference up. In terms of the starting 11, I am going to stick to the same starting 11 that we had in the Champions League against Seville, with the exception of Bukayo Saka. If he's fit, available and able to play, then definitely start Bukayo. If not, then Reiss Nelson steps in. My gut instinct is that Bukayo may not be available, or he may just start on the bench. So my exception will be to bring in Reiss Nelson. So I will run through that team that I would like to see start in today's game. So I nearly said Aaron Raya. We can't have 2 goalkeepers at once. David Raya to start in goal. Our back 4 of Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Tomiyasu. Although Tomiyasu did come off at half-time in the Champions League game, which I wasn't too happy about, because I am a big Tomiyasu fan. However, Zinchenko did step in really well. And then obviously when Saka came off, Zinchenko dropped into the midfield. Then we had Kiwior go over to left back. Hopefully Tomiyasu is okay. I haven't actually checked any updates for Tomiyasu. I'm hoping he's available to start. If not, then do I want Kiwior to start or Zinchenko? Not sure. Do you know what? If Tomiyasu isn't available, then I want Kiwior to start. So ideally, Tomiyasu to start. If not, then Kiwior to start at left back. Midfield 3 of Odegaard. Sorry, not Odegaard. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Of Jorginho. I think Jorginho played really well, captained the side really well in that Champions League game against Seville. So Jorginho keeps his place. Declan Rice and Kai Havertz. Like I said earlier in the video, I do feel like Kai's confidence is really starting to grow and shine through. So let's just keep that momentum going for him, and let's start him in today's game. It's important to just keep building on that, rather than, you know, leaving him out and, you know, potentially dropping his confidence a bit more. In terms of the front 3, I'd like to see Reiss Nelson, Trossard through the middle, although I did see that Eddie was back in training. So yeah, I don't mind if it is Eddie or Trossard who starts. You know, I feel like when Eddie starts, he is able to score. We did see in the Champions League game that Trossard got a goal also. So either one. For the purpose of this video, I'll say Trossard, but if Eddie is available, then it'd be great to see Eddie starting. And over on that left-hand side, Gabrielle Martinelli. So that is my expected starting 11. I might as well give you my score prediction now in case you guys are waiting to hear it, because I did actually predict a 2-0 win for that Champions League game, and we did manage to achieve a 2-0 win. Today, I'm going to go even higher, and my score prediction is 3-0 Arsenal. I want a nice clean sheet, 3 beautiful goals, a great performance, and the 3 points on the board before we go into the international break. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed. My name is Charlene Smith. I am going to be at the Emirates today. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with you guys after and speaking to you. It's always a great pleasure speaking to you guys after the game. And it's even better when we get a win. Thank you so much for watching this video. Get active in the comments. Let me know your score predictions. Let me know what you think of my starting 11 and who you would like to see on the start. I'm Charlene Smith and I'm signing out. See you at the Emirates, baby. Let's go.